Are you all nice and warm now after that fabulous dancing? That Harvey Kent is a troublemaker, isn't he?
Me? I'm not a troublemaker, no. No trouble here.
I don't know what I gave him for his dinner tonight. How are we? So chat box is open, so you can chat away in there. Just waiting for the last few to get logged on, but we'll get started anyway. Welcome to everyone that's on for the first time tonight. Great to see you. We've got some fab tips to share with you tonight. Really, we're going to go through some team recognition because there's been so much. Just check to make sure everyone's got all the latest up-to-date news. And yes, Jackie, jumping beans. And bits and bobs that have been coming through from the service centre. And then we're going to talk about catalogue customer base and online customer bases as well, if you want to. But just really talking about how to build and how to maintain your current customer bases. And just some great tips that came out from Craig. And just share a couple of things with you that we've done since we heard that yesterday. So I hope that's good for you all. And not forgetting, we're going to finish with Spin the Wheel for our period end incentive. Who's got their name in Spin the Wheel tonight? I know Chris has. Haven't you, Chris? Your name is in there. And I know Jay has. Haven't you, Jay? Michael has. Who else is on? Rosie has. Jackie has. Monica has got loads in Spin the Wheel. Excellent live a few moments ago, Mon. Well done with that, chick. That was really good, really fabulous. Great to see lots of you going live. And if you haven't seen Monica's go live before the webinar, then if you go on her profile, you'll be able to watch it. Have a watch if you're new, because one of the things, going completely off track here, but one of the things that works really well on Facebook is when you get your delivery of your products, when you put your orders in, unpack them on a live. Unpack the box, take your time, because it's all exciting and mysterious, and people watch to see what's coming out of the box. And unpack your deliveries and show your products to people on Facebook. And it gets people chatting. And then you could do another thing you could do on there. You can put the link to your online shop on there as well. You can put the link to your catalogues on there. And you could say everyone who comments and shares my live will go into a prize draw in a couple of days' time, whatever date you set. We'll go in a prize draw to win a £10 gift voucher to my shop or something like that. And it gets people sharing your live, which gets your profile known. If you've got your shop link on there, it gets your shop name out there and other people are sharing it for you. And it also gives you loads of Facebook brownie points. They love it when people go live because that's what Facebook's all about, social interaction. So a great way to go live, as we've said, is when you get your delivery. So you'll see lots of us doing that. So if you haven't done that before, check out the one that Monica did tonight, as there's it's just really natural, isn't it, Mon? Just really natural. And we just have a bit of a laugh. It isn't, some staged professional performance. It is pretty nuts. I remember Monica doing one a few months ago, and what she didn't know when she was doing it was that her little 2-year-old was sat behind her picking his nose and eating it while she was doing the live. Which, for those of us watching, was just hilarious. And it doesn't make any difference. That's how you come across real, and it's probably one of the better lives she's done because it was just so hilarious. So that's the kind of stuff that you can do, which is really fab. So back on track with tonight's stuff. We'll be on here till midnight, and that will require lots of wine. I want to just run through very, very quickly with you the basics. Our system is very, very simple. It really is simple. The first of our basics is retailing. So we teach, if you're part-time, if you're doing this around another job, or if you really are just doing it very part-time, then you want to aim to get to a level where you're doing £250 a week in sales. You want to sell around £35 a day, whether that's through the catalogues. So you've got a couple of different options for getting to that stage with the catalogues. If you're letterboxing, we recommend getting around 400 out a week. If you can't do that straight away, then have that as a benchmark to work up towards. And it is only until you get to customer base, and then you'll just be going to your regulars once a month. So it's temporary, but you want to get around 400 out a week if you're just popping them through letterboxes, whether that's 200 twice a week like I did, or whether that's 100 4 times a week, however it fits in for you. Alternatively, if you don't want a letterbox, another way is what we call knocking and presenting. Your numbers are much smaller here because you only give them to people who actually come to the door. So you may go to lots of doors to get your 100 a week out. Maybe you'll have an aim of getting out 20 a day, getting 20 people a day to take a catalogue from you. You might have to be out there for an hour or two to get 20 people. But the great thing with doing that is they get to meet you. So providing you're smiley and nice on the doorstep, which I know all of our shooting stars are, they're going to take the catalogue from you. It also gives you the opportunity to ask them to leave it outside for you. So you've got a much higher percentage of people who return them. They won't all order. 1 in 3 will order from you, but they get to meet you straight away and you build that customer relationship much quicker. And if they don't want one, you can cross them off your list much quicker as well. So there's lots of perks to presenting, although you do have to be available at certain times of day because it isn't something you can do at 8 o'clock in the morning or 10 o'clock at night. So it has to work around when you're free. But have a look at that as well, because that's really, really popular. If you're doing online, whether you're doing that as well or instead of, then you want to get to a stage where you're doing around 5 products a day in your own group. You want to be doing a weekly live demo if you can. You want to be posting on Marketplace, and you want to be working towards posting 3 products across 60 buy and sell groups daily. That's when you're first building up your customers. Once you've got your group filled with regular buyers, you'll just be advertising in your own group and maybe posting on a few groups a week, but you won't be doing, you'll be able to use those 60 posts a day at that stage for team building if you want to do team building. So the numbers are really, really simple. £1,000 a period if you're part-time, 2,000 a period if you're full-time. That's a guideline, guys. You can do as much or as little as you want. Mike's put in there, or you can do 1,500 catalogues a week. That's what he did when he came in. He came in at it full-time, and he earned himself 800 quid profit in his first month. And within a few months, yeah, that was in the March, by the September, they were earning nearly 2.5 grand a month. So, you know, you can come in at whatever speed and whatever level you want to come in at, but that's the basics for the retail. We're going to talk about retail tonight anyway. Step 2 is sponsoring. So sponsoring, the residual income comes through growing a team. So you can move through the success ladder very, very quickly by building a team, because you earn off your team sales, and that residual income, that bonus comes from head office. It doesn't come from your team members' orders. It doesn't come out of their money. It's paid to you from head office, from the profit that they make from the orders. And there's lots of different ways that we generate inquiries. If you're just doing it on Facebook, you've got to work a lot of numbers, guys. You'll go through a lot of people that won't be interested, and it's a lot of numbers, but it's free. You can do it any time of day. We get people responding to adverts at 2 o'clock in the morning. Not that I reply at 2 o'clock in the morning, but that's when they respond. We get people that respond at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So the benefits of Facebook are it's free. You can do it at any time, and you recruit good Facebookers because they're on Facebook. The downside is that you have to go through a lot of numbers. So you've got to be prepared to put up with the temporary frustration that nobody's bloody joining, but they do. You've got to, when you start doing the Facebook sponsoring, it takes around 4 to 6 weeks for you to really start to get a great regular response. And that's because you're building up your daily consistencies with it. You've got to be posting daily. You've got to be posting enough daily. You've got to be seen out there, and you've got to give it time. But 4 to 6 weeks down the line, you should be recruiting regularly through Facebook if you do it consistently. So for the first 4 to 6 weeks, you're just learning the ropes. So if you sponsor in those first 4 to 6 weeks, you're doing really well. If you're not, you're on track, so don't worry. Outside of that, we have an advertising pool that you can join where you pay for leads. It doesn't mean they're going to join, it just means that they're looking for something, and it means that you haven't had to do anything to get it other than pay for it. And they're about £1 a lead, and you can buy as many as you want every month. We run that every month. You can go out with flyers through letterboxes, which I recommend you do. You can leave cards everywhere. You can put shop ads up, and then there's loads of other free sites you can use. So loads of stuff. Get to a stage where you're generating at least 50 a week, more if it's just on Facebook, and you'll regularly be sponsoring at least 1 person a week, minimum. And then outside of that, what you're looking to do is learn and coach that information on. And you do that by attending events, and there's loads of online stuff, and there's loads of live events, and the live events are vital because that's where you get to meet other people, not just on a computer. You get to you pick up on the energy, you get to speak to people that aren't talking at the front of the room but you're sat next to or you're chatting to over your coffee, and you pick up so many hints and tips. It's where we've made the most friends. It's where you get that social proof, and it's just really, really energizing. So definitely make the effort to get to live events. Personal development is key, so make sure you're reading the right books and listening to some of the training CDs. There's oodles of stuff on YouTube for free. There's loads of stuff on our YouTube channel, and if you want to know what books you need to be reading, then shout up and we'll give you a list of recommended books. Communication's vital, so making sure you're in touch with your sponsor every day. Don't think that you're pestering them. That's what we get paid the team support bonus for, to be pestered. So pester us, we don't mind. You know, we genuinely do want to answer your questions and help and support you. And follow the system and practice. You only get good by practicing. If you told me and Harvey 10 years ago that we'd be running webinars and events, I would have run a mile. I don't know about doing them. Now we do it without, you know, it's so natural and so easy. So you grow with the business, and that's it. That's the simple, guys. Retail, sponsor, and teach that on. So I think Harvey's going to come over with his very noisy horn. Jay, that's your, I've already heard it. You're saying, don't tell them. You've already heard it, haven't you? This is Jay's fault, because when we go to the big, isn't it, Jay? Yes, because when we go to, Jay's looking, when we go to the big company events in Birmingham, Jay brings this really noisy horn, because you have to bring whistles and stuff. And Harvey likes to make the biggest noise. So when we were on holiday, he came across this bicycle horn thing, and all he's done is squeak it ever since. So I think him and Jay are gonna have a horn off. That sounds so wrong, but I think that's what they're gonna do. It's really now, the neighbours love us. Okay, Shooting Star Success. Let's get on with it. 27 people joined the Shooting Star.
Fantastic.
Last period. If people have got earphones in, you're going to deafen them. So massive well done to everyone who joined, and a warm welcome to you all. If you're on the webinar tonight and you can see your name on that list, then give us a wave and shout hello in the chat box. I know some of you are on here. We have Sean. You guys can all see our fabulous DJ Sean there. He DJs in Ibiza and everywhere. He's like really well known. DJ Sean. Stella as well. Fantastic. Welcome to all of you. So are we going to double that this period? Who's up for sponsoring more people? Yes, me too. So these are our sponsor monsters so far in period 3. All of these people brought people into the business. So a big shout out for Mariella, Angie, Rosie, Mr. Chris, Jay, Danielle, Patty, Mike and Kirsty, Monica and Marcin, and me and Harvey. Woo! Excellent. So well done to all of you. Absolutely fantastic to see. And some of the team made Gavin Scott's top sponsor list. So if you're new and you don't know what that is, we're all part of Gavin's team. He's kind of like the grandfather if you think of a family tree. And we're all part of his business. We're all connected to his business. And Gavin has well over 4,000, at least 4,000 people in his business, earns over £40,000 a month, been in the business for over 20 years. So we're all part of his team. And every period he produces top sponsors, top retailers, top new business for his whole business. And loads of shooting stars were on his top list in period 3. So aside from myself and Harvey, a massive shout out there to Monica and Marcin and Michael and Kirsty as well. Made the list there. So well done. That's a fantastic list to get on. So you can see at the top there, Nicola Taggart sponsored 18 people in the last 4 weeks. Deborah and Ollie, Deborah's fabulous. Ollie's a teacher. 16 people. In Gavin, 20 plus years in the business, sponsored 13 people, still making it happen. So it's great to see those numbers, guys. Absolutely fantastic. These were the top personal sales. So these are all individual sales for just 4 weeks. So again, if you're new to the team, just have a look down there at what people are doing. Top of the shop for the Shooting Stars, £4,333. Sue Dickerson, over 1,000, nearly £1,100 a week from Sue. And Sue's only been with us just over a year or so. Fantastic. Big shout out there as well to Jude. Well done, Jude. Almost £1,500 worth of sales. Smashing £1,000 there, Mike and Kirsty and Jay and Hiran. Well done, guys. Well done to all of you who put some orders through, whether it was £5 or £500. Special mention there for Rebecca Gold, brand new starter. Charlene McKay, brand new starter in the business as well. So absolutely fantastic to see. And Sue Dickinson was second out of the whole of Gavin Scott's team. So it shows you just how amazing that retail is. And do you know what? Sue does that month in, month out. So if you've got any questions you want to ask Sue, please ask them on the team group. Post them in on the main team group and ask Sue all your questions on there. I'm sure she will be up for giving you any tips and advice on what she's doing. I know Sue uses Amazon very, very successfully. So have a chat with her about that. Please do it on the main team group. And well done to everyone that picked up a cash bonus in period 3. Every 4 weeks, Clean Easy pay you a cash bonus based on what you and your team have done. You can see at the chart below, once your 4 weekly sales, if they're over those figures in red at the end of the 4 week sales period, then you pick up the equivalent bonus. So big shout out to everyone on that list there that picked up a cash bonus. And we had 2 brand new 10% bonus achievers. So they've stepped up onto that first level there of Clean Easy 10%, and that was Patty and Jill. So well done, ladies. We've got some recognition coming up for you in just a moment. And we had lots of our new starters qualify for their welcome rewards. So in your first 30 days, you get a box of 50 catalogues sent to you completely free of charge with your first £150 order. So you want to get that in as quickly as possible so you can use those catalogues. So well done to Bex, Katie, Charlene, Lizzie, Kaylee and Chris for achieving that.
Nice.
Well done. And when you hit £600, if you do that in your first 30 days, they send you another 100 catalogues. So well done to Patty, who smashed that last period as well. Fantastic.
Brilliant.
And there's some mega recognition there. So in Patty's first month in business, she smashed her 10%. She smashed her 150 welcome rewards, her 600 welcome rewards, and she sponsored 3 people into her team in her first 4 weeks in business. This girl is on fire. So well done, Patty. And next week, Patty is going to be sharing her tips and testimonial on our webinar. So you want to make sure you tune in next week to pick up all those tips as well. And a big shout out to Jill, who also smashed her 10% level for the first time. It was a real goal of hers to achieve that. So we're absolutely thrilled. And to give you a little bit of info, give you a little bit of insight into her journey so far, please have a listen to a short testimonial from the lovely Jill. That was her bonus. That was what she earned in the last 4 weeks, and she's absolutely thrilled.
Hi guys, my name's Jill, and I just want to tell you a little bit about myself, how I got into Clean Easy. I used to be a civil servant for quite a number of years, and my daughter had a baby, so I left my job and looked after my granddaughter until she went to school. But then I found that I had a gap in my life and I really didn't know what to do, so I thought about Clean Easy before, but I really didn't want to drop books. But then I sort of saw it about 3 times over a number of years, and then I just happened to see this advert, copy and paste online, work from home. I thought, oh, that sounds interesting, so I think I'll have a look, see what that's all about. And it was actually setting up a shop, which I thought, that sounds really good, working for Clean Easy. And I mainly work online. I have 1 or 2 customers that I drop catalogues to, but I wanted to do it online mainly. I found that it's really interesting. I get a buzz out of it, especially when I get a few sales. But on the last sales period, I thought, I think I'll just try and get 10%. So I'm doing it as a hobby, and I've got a really good upline, Angie. She's fantastic. She's helped me so much, and I've gained so much confidence since I met her and been in Clean Easy and meeting such really lovely people, like-minded people, and it's just fantastic. What I have found though, that the 3 main words that I use when I'm really geared up to make this work is consistent, persistent and mindset. And that's what I did last period, and it worked for me. What I have found, what I did in this period, which I didn't do in the last one, is anyone that shows an interest in any products, I will actually email them and send them through Messenger and send them the link to my Facebook group. And my Facebook group has now actually grown a bit more than it had last month. And yeah, I think really that's all I need to say, except I'm really enjoying it, and the new starters, I really hope you continue, because as I say, consistent, persistent and mindset is the key words. Okay, thanks guys, see you soon, bye.
Hey, how fantastic was that? Did you all hear that okay? Yeah, excellent. So well done, Jill. Fantastic. It just shows you, doesn't it, that changing mindset. When Jill was determined and she was going to make it happen, she had the right mindset and she just did what she needed to do. And a really valuable tip there on customer retention and customer building, if you're working online, is make sure any inquiries that you get, any interest, any likes, anything that you get from Facebook groups outside of your own and Facebook Marketplace, do make sure you send them a message and ask them if they'd like to join your group. You know, and invite them to come and have a look at your group, because that's where they're people that will become genuine buyers that do like your products, and that's what you want to fill your group with. So thank you, Jill, absolutely awesome. Some special recognition that we just wanted to do on the webinar as well for a lovely lady in the team. Lots of you will know Rosie. She's always at the recruitment night. She's always coming to the workshop. She gets a bus and then jumps on the train and comes all the way from Sheffield to our house to the workshops. She gets along to any other event that she can get to. She'll organise a lift to jump in with somebody. She is always posting stuff in the group, and she's always on the messenger chat, and she's always posting products in the photo group for everybody. She's just lovely. And do you know what? She's had some of you will know, and I'm not going to go into huge detail because that's not what I'm here to do, but she's had a really tough few weeks, some mega personal stuff going on. And you'd never know if you spoke to her or you saw all her Facebook stuff, you'd never know. And she's just absolutely pushed through all her challenges with head office and credits and normal business stuff. And last period in particular, she'd had a real tough month, got caught out with the snow. She doesn't drive, so buses stopped and she couldn't get to where she needed to go because there was no buses running. And she pulled out all the stops to make sure that she still hit her 10% bonus. So we just wanted to recognise Rosie as being an absolute star. So well done, Rosie. We're well proud of you. And we'll see you soon, my darling. Absolutely mega attitude, and that is how this business is built. So well done to you, sweetheart. Okay, we've already had 3 new people join the Shooting Stars so far this period. It only started on Friday, So welcome to Edwina, to Leah, and to Sarah Jane. And my goodness, Leah's got off to a fast start. Look at that, already had her welcome rewards already. Couple of days in the business, 2 days, £150 worth of orders, smashed it, 50 free catalogues on their way to her. So mega, well done, Leah. I'm sure we'll be getting you to pop a post in the group to let everyone know what you did to get those orders in your first couple of days. But absolutely fantastic, loving it, loving seeing all the success. Oh my goodness, don't look at that person. More feet on the street, that's one of our top tips. We've already talked about lead generation and how you can sponsor. Harvey and I do it too. We're not asking you or telling you to do things that we've never done or we still don't do. We're out with our flyers, popping them through letterboxes around our local area. That's where we live, around our local area. Anywhere we go, we're popping our flyers through letterboxes, asking for anyone that's interested in making some extra money. So get those feet out on the street. And my other top tip of the evening is for anybody that uses the saved option on Facebook. If you're scrolling through and you see a video or a post or something that you either want to watch later, or if you see a funny post and you think, oh, I need to post that in my group because that, you know, to get interaction, and you click on the saved icon to save it, you can now sort your saved pictures and videos into little collections. So if I see a funny video and I click save, it gives me the option to add it to my collection, and I add it to my, as you can see there, my funny videos collection. So when I want to find something to go in my group later, I know which of those little tabs to click on. So it organizes them for you. If I see a video, a training video that I want to catch up on later when I sit and do some of that stuff, I save it into a little training video tab. Lots of different things. So if you are using the saved option, it gives you the option to put them into little groups so you can find the stuff that you want to find later. And that way, if you're trying to be really good with your social media and not get too caught up with spending hours just scrolling, then just quickly save stuff and come back to it when you have your watching my saved stuff time, whatever time of the morning or evening that might be. So that's my little top tip for you there. Some network news. Do you want to come on and do this?
I can do that. Yeah.
I'm going to hand you over to Harvey. He's going to come and do some network news.
Hi guys, good evening. Good to see you all on. Some fantastic recognition already so far. Just a little thought I just had actually about top tips, just building on what Tracy just said. I just thought it would bring some value maybe to you guys, just to help with for those online to get social interaction in the groups and that. One of the things that you can do, and I've been doing, is for all of us who are putting ads into groups around the country, whether that be products or whether it be recruitment ads, leave the groups so that you can see the, because you can set the groups up so you don't see the posts from your friends coming through on your timeline. But what I would suggest is change that. It means you get more notifications. It means you get more on your timeline. But if you're getting posts coming through from other people in the team who you know in the team, like their post and put a comment in it. So it helps bump their post back up again for them, and it also gets your interaction going within the groups, but with other people in the team. And if we do that for each other, then we're all helping each other. So we're all going to comment and like and comment on each other's advertising posts, bump it up again, and it helps each other, and it helps with your social interaction without having to do it on somebody else's post that you don't know. To get that social interaction. So just a little thought, a little idea that you can do. So network news. What's happening within the network? Well, we've got a brand new magazine come out. Who's seen this? Who's had a look at this? It's called the Stronger Together magazine, which is absolutely fab. It's got some great stuff in it, some great stories, some great information, and it's in a PDF version, and you can use it to send out to people. You can send this out to your customers to have a look at. You can send this out to your prospects to have a look at. You can send this out to your warm market to have a look at, just to let them know what's going on within our business. So they get updated what's happening within the business, so they can see what we're doing. So again, it can be a good sponsoring tool, a good way of getting a clean, easy name in front of people. So that's a good thing to become familiar with and make sure you've got that available You can get it or put it onto your phone, and have it on your PC, so you've always can access it when you need. Okay, ABC still going. Yeah, last chance to really push on with that now. Last few weeks of this, whereby if you're pushing on to the 18% and hit that 18%, then you can get some good rewards for that. You get an evening out, put up at a hotel, a meal out with the leaders and those really making it happen in the business. So yeah, get on the ABC, the Go 18 out there as well with this. So the Clean Easy incentives, if you're not familiar with these, find out more about them. I'm not going to go into detail with them now, but just be aware, if you don't know about them, ask your sponsor, ask your upline for more details, and they can go through these with you. But these things are in place to help you build your businesses. And if you're pushing for these, even if you don't achieve them, your businesses are going to move forward. So they're great things to have as goals, as things to aim for, to help you grow your business. And remember, we also still have the £50 in cash from us, from me and Trace, up for grabs for you guys. It didn't go out last period because we didn't hit 52 new team members. We had 27, but 6 of those were ours, so we only got to 21 because ours don't count. So we're aiming for the 50 new team members before the £50 cash is up for grabs. So this period, we need to go from 21, we need to get another 29 in, up to 50. Then everybody who sponsors will be within the draw to win the £50. And if we go over 50, if it's 51 or 52 or 53, then we'll match the person by £1. So I'll go £53, £54, depending on how many new team members come in. So remember, that is out there if we get that up to 50 and beyond. Okay, I want to have a look at some customer retention with you guys now. Customer retention is important because we work hard to find our customers, whether you're putting catalogs out, whether you're posting regularly online and building up your online customer base for external groups, for your own group. And we want to keep those customers, and we also want to keep them buying. We want to keep them shopping with us. So it's so important. So whether you're new to the business, whether you've been in for a while, customer retention will always be key. So it's giving good service, give the best service you can. Okay, if you go the extra mile for your customers, they're going to appreciate that. They're going to stay with you. They're going to buy. But we've really focused on this on the back of what's sort of come out at the beginning of this year after the challenges you had last year, and the little video. I don't know who's seen the short video that Craig White put out just recently, and he put out some really good ideas, some really great stuff that can help us all. And I totally agree 100% with what he's talking about and what he said. And just want to play that short video, Craig, now for those who have seen it, listen to it again, take some more notes of what you can put in place. Those who haven't seen it, yeah, listen, notepad. The stuff he's going to talk about can help you, okay? And then once we've watched the video again, then I'm just going to share with you what we're going to do on the back of Craig's video and how we believe that can help us and you as a whole. So sit tight, let's play Craig, have a listen, and I'll be back with you in a moment.
Hi everybody, it's Craig. I hope you are having a fantastic day today, the first day of period 4, a new slate, a new opportunity to set goals, create a plan, make shit happen, excuse my language ladies, and really go out there and be focused on allowing nothing to derail you from achieving your goals. You look, success really does leave clues, and we're seeing so much growth in our business. We're also seeing a lot of challenges, and I really wanted to share with you something that is making a difference in our group. In fact, what I'm going to share with you is things that we've done that have given us the edge for 20 years in this Clean Easy network marketing opportunity. Now, we know our business is about retailing, it's about sponsoring, and it's about coaching. So retailing, it's about moving a product, building service, and developing a customer base, both offline and online, sorry, right? And that's absolutely fantastic. Everything is about marketing. Marketing is 100% everything in your business. And the company provides us with such a unique, superb opportunity, a retail plan that, in my opinion, is second to none to any other opportunity worldwide. It enables you to go and earn an immediate income. The more you put in, the more you get out. Look, Eric Worre's famous for saying, you know, it may not be perfect, but it is a better way. We have good days, we have bad days. The mindset and an area of focus is to understand averages are created over time, not one drop of catalogs, not 1 or 2 days of posting on Facebook. It's about persistently and consistently focusing on the activity. You must build momentum in your business, in every area of the business, whether that's retail, whether that's sponsoring, or whether that's coaching. Retailing, moving products, sponsoring, sharing the opportunity, coaching, caring enough to kind of help and support people. By following the numbers, you will get phenomenal results. So what I want to share with you is something that's made a massive difference in our business. But firstly, I guess I should give you a little bit of foundational kind of idea of why I'm even doing this video in the first place. And marketing is 100% everything, and it's our responsibility to market our business to our customers, to get them to buy more, to give them confidence. And it's our responsibility to market our opportunity to the world, to find a team of fantastic people. And remember this, through the many you will find the few. Okay, marketing is absolutely everything. Network marketing, right? So for me, this is something I want to share, and all 3 points will come up at the same time. Look, I'm finding in our group that, and this is coming from distributors that are some of our top retailers, right the way through to new distributors, and people going out there and strengthening their customer base to take control of their immediate income today. And that's the great thing about the business. And what we're finding is that the current catalog range, although it can be deemed frustrating because it's a lot less to what we've become accustomed to. You know, we've been spoiled, and I know the company are working massively, tirelessly to really get us back on track with new product ranges, new catalogs, and a lot of stuff, I guess, coming our way to really get the business flying forwards. However, you're an entrepreneur. Your responsibility is not to wait. It's to go out there and make shit happen, right? So what we're finding is new customers are getting phenomenal results. In fact, everybody that I've spoken to in the last 4 weeks, from new distributors, from existing distributors, both 1 to 2,000 retailers through to our top retailers in the business, are for their extra growth, going out there and blanket dropping, or going out there and presenting catalogs to new areas. The new business, the results per catalog is absolutely phenomenal. Okay, it's better than what I built my customer base on, and it's actually, for those that are increasing their sales, it's better than the results they got when they built their original customer base. So new business, you're going out there with your catalogs. If you want to make an immediate impact on your income, you go out there. New business is great, and it's the same online as well. But I'm really focused on our core customer catalog business, which is where our results aren't as good as what they was. Okay, and there's reasons for that, and it's because of customer confidence. Look, I'm not one to hang on the challenges of the past, but it's about being aware, and I'm going to give you the solution, I believe. Okay, it's about being aware that customers have lost a bit of confidence. Okay, and they've lost a bit of confidence maybe because some of the out of stock challenges we had, maybe the delivery time periods. Now, if you looked at your customer base and actually looked, there's a hardcore people that have been ordering, but there's also a volume of people that haven't been ordering. So their customer knowledge is an understanding that we're back up to our usual fast delivery service. We're back up to a well-stocked catalogue. You know, some people say to me, "Oh, they're still out of stocks." Yeah, maybe so, but do you know what? We built the business on having out of stocks. We're a retail business. I know we crave some of the products that some of our best sellers are out of stock, and I'm sure the company are changing that. However, you can accept stuff, or you can make shit happen, right? I'm really passionate about everyone in this network really getting their incomes moving forward and doubling, trebling, or even quadrupling their sales in period 4, because I believe you can if you're willing to make it happen here and make it happen with your feet on the street or your thumbs on your phone, right? So new business is great, fact. Customer confidence in some areas may be low. You know, if the customers haven't ordered, you've not had the chance to show them we're back on track. If the customers haven't ordered, you've not had the chance to communicate with them. So customer knowledge that we're back on track may be low. So it's about raising that customer confidence and giving them a reason, getting them excited again. And how we do that is by using a customer newsletter. Now, this is something that you may already be doing. I know many people maybe aren't doing it, never come across it. This is something that we have always done in our business, yet the little things that make a big difference are sometimes the things that are easily kind of fallen by the wayside. This is just an example. I've banged it together really quickly. It doesn't have to be any better than this. I actually, Richard and Tanya created something, and I've actually had to redo it because my computer messed it all up, but that's another story, right? But I wanted to do this to show you all what it works. Now, how this works is to customers only. So if you've got a customer base of, I don't know, 500 customers, or you're delivering 100 customers a week or 200 customers a week, the idea is to do a customer newsletter and your catalog pack, and you put them through the door at the same time, but separately, so they fall separately. This gives you 2 bites of the cherry. If they wasn't going to pick the catalog up for whatever reason, lack of confidence maybe, or wasn't really kind of thinking about buying anything this month, maybe, they might pick the customer letter up and read it. What happens is, you're letting them know what's going on. This is a great way to let people know that a new catalog's out, because if their customer confidence is low and you've got a new catalog, they might not even pay attention. You need to market. You need to let people know. You need to take responsibility of marketing your business. Now, let me give you some facts on this. Going years back, this has always been a part of the system since I joined the business 17 years ago. What happens is people spend their initial time building a customer base. Once they've got a customer base, we then drop a customer newsletter, changing it every period to entice our customers to buy it. Always, always worked. It's a little thing, takes a bit of time, creates massive results. Now, bit of information for you. Just going back, I don't know how many years, a long time ago, there was 3 or 4 distributors in my business that were retailing, good solid retailers, over £2,000 a month, and none of them were doing customer newsletters. And it took me a little while to convince them. I just said, look, just trust me, just do it this month. And every single one of them 3 distributors that did it that month increased their retail from 1 month to the next by over 30% through doing a customer newsletter, okay? And I'm not saying you're going to get 30% increase, but it bloody worked, okay? And they're 3 specific factual figures that I know that have been shared with me from them 3 people. All of them were over 30% increase. Guess what? They carried on using them newsletters every single month. I also know that a lot of people have stopped doing these little things, okay? People in our team stopped doing them. Why? Because the catalogs got so great, it was almost easy. We didn't need to do the little things to make the difference. Now, we spoke about this about 10 days ago in our team. Don't know why it took me so long to bloody remember and think about it. But everybody that went out last week and dropped a customer newsletter and picked up their catalogs has recorded their biggest customer pickup of 2018. Is it coincidence? I don't particularly think so, because it's making your customers aware. So you can create something like this. When the new catalog comes out, you can put a little banner across there, new catalog out. What it's doing as well is sometimes at the moment, people are getting out of stock because people are trying to buy the same stuff that's not back in stock, right? But what you're doing here is you're directing people's mind to the February's top sellers, or March or April, whatever month it is. You're directing them to the top selling products. Now, let me say something, right? I've never, when I've done this, I've never gone through my orders to work out what my top selling products were, because I haven't got the time. You might want to do that. I've picked my top selling, my favorite products, right, of the month. And let me give you a bit of advice. Don't just go for the expensive stuff. Doesn't work, right? And then you can do a product of the month. You can pick whatever you like. And then we've got a little advertisement down here on the bottom, just letting people know that the collections catalog change monthly. So we get a collections catalog, and then they have that once, and then they won't get it again because we'll get a new one. Why do we do that? To create scarcity and urgency. If people think they're only going to get this catalogue once, there's a real strong chance that if they see something, they buy it then. What we don't do is like put, 3 or 4 collections catalogues in with a pack, because there's too much, right? And when it's like going into a restaurant and you're looking at the menu and there's that much to choose from, you don't know what to have. The less is more in some cases. So using the collections catalogue, look, follow the guidance of your sponsor. All I'm trying to do is share with you something that's working for us, and if it can work for you and increase your sales from your existing catalogue customer base, then job flipping well done, right? So this is just me sharing. Forgive my swearing, ladies, I do apologise. But this is me just sharing something that has been working really well for us. It always has done, and I just wanted to share it with the rest of the network to try and help you increase your business over the next 4 weeks. It's working now, and it's always worked for 20 years. The final thing I want to share with you is something else we've been doing that you might like to do, and you know, you need to track this, okay? And again, this is catalog related, online. Obviously, you have the opportunity to market. You're always marketing, and you're picking what you want to market, okay? Obviously, with the catalogs, where we need to get people looking online, Facebook, you're doing what you should be doing, following the daily strategy, being persistent and consistent. Remembering marketing's everything. Flash sales, Red Tuesdays, whatever you want to do. You sell it. When we have Black Fridays, when I was building my group, I was telling everyone on Facebook that this is on my group is going to be the biggest Black Friday on Facebook around the world. Okay, everything is marketing. All right. So one of the things we've been doing is once the collections catalog runs out, we're then taking it out of the packs and we're putting the new collections catalog in, which means you've got, I don't know, 100, 200, however many collections catalogs you've got. Now, you can throw them in the bin. It's a waste of time. What we've been doing, and I'll tell you the results we've had, and for those that have done this, they've got great results. But again, it's like anything, you know, people pick and choose what they want to do. My recommendation is do what bloody works, and you'll see the results, okay? But we just create like a little, I don't know what the size is, 8 to an A4 piece of paper, and it would literally just say, last chance to order from this collections catalogue, taking orders up until 9 p.m. on Tuesday or whatever day. You give people a short period of time. Remember, scarcity and urgency, 48 hours I recommend. And you just say, look, anyone got any orders, please email or telephone your orders to guarantee you get what you want within the next 48 hours. And then when you're picking your catalogues up, you can put a collections through the door of the customers. You don't need the catalogue back. You're not going to go back and pick it up, but you can put a collections through the door. Now, everybody that's done this, everyone that's done this that I've spoken to, and I may not have spoken to everyone, but everyone, the first guy that did it come back to me, he got home, he had 3 emails from people that were ordering stuff out the collections catalogue that they hadn't ordered, right? And then what you're also doing is you're also creating a customer mindset. You're creating a scarcity that, okay, God, I better buy from that. And obviously from a management point of view, if you've got 200 customers a week and you've got 200 collections, you need to manage which, you know, each period that you do this to a different week's customer base. Hope that makes sense. Look, take guidance from your sponsor, take guidance from your upline, mentor, whatever, and follow their system. I just wanted to share with you that that's something that's working, and it's nothing really out of the ordinary, something really little bit of time, little bit of focus, and can literally just make a big difference in increasing your sales and therefore your income. If you're in the Vista group already, then if you're not doing this, you're insane in the membrane. Right, have an absolutely wicked day. Look, guys, period 4, big goals, big dreams, big aspirations, massive plan, and an all-out attitude to go out there and, as I said, make shit happen. Have a great day.
Fantastic. Craig is a star. There's some really simple ideas there. Would you agree? Who would agree that those ideas that we've just seen from Craig are simple to do?
Awesome.
Easy to do. Let's see in the chat box. Who thinks those things, 2 things at the end there, customer newsletter and putting your old collections catalogues through customers' letterboxes are easy to do. Simple to do. Hey, Mariella, I didn't realise you were on tonight. Fantastic to see you on. So I know you can't always get on the Tuesday night. Brilliant. Yeah, easy peasy, Jackie. Yeah, it makes sense. Sean, fantastic from Jay. Yeah, Michael, Craig knows his stuff. He certainly does. So yeah, so as you can see on the screen here, this is newsletter that we put together, or I should say Tracy's put together on the back of what Craig's done. And there's a live copy there that you probably can't see very well. It's better. And it's double-sided. And you can see it's very simple. Newsletter, little bit of an intro, promoting internet deals, bit about joining the team, bit about the collections catalogs, promoting the new K-Life new products on there, and the top 10 sellers. And it just raises the profile. It hopefully will get those that have maybe not looking for whatever reason to pick the catalogue up, to have a look and to get them reordering again if they haven't ordered for a little while. You might even want to go back through, those of you who've been in a while, might want to go back and have a look at your old customers who maybe you stopped going to for whatever reason. And maybe you want to resurrect them and get a catalogue out to them, get a newsletter to them on the basis that they might start having a look. You could go to them on the like the 3 strikes and you're out, like we do a lot when we're blanket dropping. We go around three times, and then we move on to a new area. You might want to do that with your customers who haven't had a catalogue for a little while. So we'll put this template out, make it available, and if Tracy's not already put it out there, it'll be put out on the team Facebook group on the file section, so you can access it, take it away, and then just tailor it up to your own details on there. What other messages? I'll just look at the chat box in here. Yeah, can I tell you Monica's made about template? Yeah, we'll put the templates up. Jill's already doing it. Fantastic. Tracy's just put a comment. It says from Harvey, but that's Tracy. We're in disguise tonight. So if it says Tracy or from Tracy on there, it's from me. If it says from the chat, if it says Harvey, it's from Tracy. It made me laugh earlier on when Sean was thought it was me commenting about his good looks with his headphones on. That's just funny at the beginning. Where else? Thanks, Mark. Yeah. So, and you can see here our fabulous daughter Tash was cutting our slips up yesterday, getting them ready to go onto our collections. So that we'll be doing that straight away when I'm picking catalogues up after this coming weekend. We will be putting our own collections issue 2 through the letterboxes and giving that idea a go and seeing what we get out. So little things like this can work. So any ideas you have like that you think might be good, try it out, check it out, and share it with us. Let us know, share it within the team, and see if we can help each other out on that. We've also got the new catalogue. Actually, before we move on to new catalogue, this is just to show our catalogue packs. So our catalogue packs are going out at the moment, if you can see that. So we've got the latest collections on the front with our day slips. We have day slips with our picture on it. It goes to our customer. That's just for customers. We use the standard white normal templates for customers when we're looking for customers. And we've got the personalised catalogue on the back. And as in between that, we've got the main catalogue. So that's our catalogue packs that are going out to our customers. Like this. Okay. And we've got the new K-Life now. The new K-Life is now available. Who's got their new K-Life? Carla, what can I do with collection 1 after 15th of March? Well, you can still put them out. You could put a recruitment label on there looking for catalogue distributors label on the front of it and just put them out, even though they've been switched off. Some of the products in the collection 1, I'm guessing, I'm without just double checking, I'm sure they're possibly in the collections too. So you can still put them out. And if somebody asks you for something, as we say with any old catalogue, somebody asks you for something and it's not available anymore, just apologise and drop one of the newest ones in if they want to have a look. So it's just, you can just use it as a lead in to get a catalogue in front of them again. So, but I'm pretty sure some of the collections 1 stuff will be in collections 2. It might still be available even though they're turning off. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so yeah. So the K-Life, the new K-Life is out now. So yeah, who's got the new K-Life? Shout in the chat box. Who's got your new K-Life and what you think of them? Yeah, they're a little bit smaller than the other ones, but they've got some great stuff in there that we can use. So we're going to be using the K-Lifes initially as thank you packs. It's entirely up to you what you do with them. You can put them into your catalogue packs for your customers if you want, but we tend to put them out there as thank you packs. So what we mean by a thank you pack is that when you go and pick up your catalogues from your customers, you pop a catalogue pack, a thank you catalogue pack through the door. So you'll have a K-Life catalogue in a snappy bag with an order form and one of these slips on there saying thanking them for the order you just picked up. So when you pick an order up from your main book, you pop a thank you pack through, saying thank you for your order, and let them know you'll be back for that catalogue and any order they might like to place from it when you deliver their original order. And we get extra orders through doing this. So it's incremental orders on top of what you're getting anyway. So, and that's the way we prefer to do it as thank you packs. But it's entirely up to you if you want to put them in your main pack and give the K-Life and the main catalogue to your customer. All you need to be aware of, though, is that there's a slight difference in the retail profit on the bonus that you earn from the K-Life, or so the percentage commission you earn from the K-Life compared to the main catalogue. In the main Clean Easy catalogue, you get 21% retail profit, but in the K-Life catalogue, you get 15% profit. So there is a difference in what you earn in them, and that's done because to keep the pricing competitive within the K-Life catalogue. And it also has an impact on your bonus. So your volume profit bonus is impacted. So if if all your orders were from the Clean Easy main catalogue, you would pick up a bigger bonus than if your orders are a mixture, or if the orders just came from the K-Life. Hope that makes sense. So it's entirely up to you how you work it. Fantastic. Michael's got 200 coming in, and yeah, £8.50, 450, I believe. I think now, Michael. Yeah, which is right. So yeah, ours are coming. Boom, boom, boom. Emma's ordered hers. Well done, Emma. Maria's got hers on the way. Yeah, fantastic, Jill. You're doing that with regards to what I said about putting those old catalogues through and hoping they become a catalogue. Sean's had his K-Lives. Fantastic. Monica's getting her K-Lives. Jade hasn't arrived yet, but they're on their way. Wonderful. Jackie's getting hers ordered on Thursday. Jude's have come through the day. Fantastic. Excellent. So the new K-Lives are out, which is brilliant. Looking at the time. So we're opening up now. You're coming back to join me, Trace? Before we go to dates on your diary, we're just going to open it up now. If anybody had any questions, well, it's a good time. It's 10 o'clock. So let me just stop the share so we can see everybody on there. And if anybody's got a question or anything you want to answer, just shout, put your hand. How do you do this? Put your hand up
or type. I have a question in the chat box, and we'll unmute you.
Michael, I think Michael had said earlier on that he wanted to have something to say.
Okay, do you want to unmute Michael then?
Where's Michael? Is he gone? I can't see him. Are you with us, Michael? Are you there? I'm going to unmute you. All I can see is a black screen. Michael, you are unmuted. If I know you wanted to share something earlier.
Does anyone else want to share any tips on customer base? If you do, just say yes in the chat and we'll unmute you. Or does anyone have Michael? Yes, but we'll have to go downstairs.
Okay.
Does anyone else while he's going? Mon, do you have any tips you want to share? Well, I think Michael's coming.
I hear Michael's door going. Look at the door opening.
If anyone has any questions that they want to ask, just type in the chat box that I have a question and we'll unmute you and you can come on. Carla's raised her hand.
You're on, Michael. We can hear you.
Hey, there. Hi, Michael. We can see you and hear you.
You can hear us, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to add something I seen earlier. I think it was Sean who put it in the messenger about the first couple of drops, not quite getting the results he wanted. And just I wanted to, my biggest tip for building the base is just give it time. It takes a while to build a proper customer base. We had a lass in the team who joined, she dropped 200 books. She only got she said, got 100 back with 3 orders in. Now, if she had went back out and got them with 100, there would have been orders in the stragglers. This is speaking from experience. Everybody else with a customer base will tell you, always get orders in the stragglers. That would have been 6 customers of 1 drop. If you had done that another drop again later in the week, that would have been 12 that week. You do that for 6 months, you've got a customer base of over 240 customers, which is going to give you a retail of around £1,200 a month just through customers. So that's what you could have had if you had kept going and not quit after the first pickup.
Yeah.
So basically, yeah, my tip is just give it time. Be here 6 months from now before you judge it. You're going to make profit. You can make profit in the first month. It won't take 6 months to make profit, but give it 6 months of consistent effort, doing what you're meant to do, doing the numbers, speaking to your sponsor, then decide whether it works or not. And I guarantee you it will. If you do the numbers, you will get the results. And that's it, basically. So just give it time. Yep.
Definitely. No, fantastic. Thank you, Mark. I agree completely, because when I built our customer base, I got some good results initially. I did over £800 worth of orders in my first 4 weeks. And I was following the system, 200 catalogues out twice a week, so there was 400 catalogues going out a week. I religiously stuck to that. And after that, I did have challenges. I had quieter pickups. I had good pickups, but I kept going, and I built the customers built and built. And then before I knew it, I was doing £1,500 worth of orders because I was building what I'd already done. But you do have to give it time. And Rob, our mentor, and from his team, we're all part of, Rob Foster. he would always say that give it a year. You've got to give this business a year, 6 months. Yes, I agree with you completely, Michael, but I would also take it on to you've got to give it 12 months of working it before you make a decision as to whether it works or whether it doesn't work. And I think if you're doing the numbers consistently and you give it 12 months, you'll find that you're making money and it's working for you. How many people, just on that, if you were to start a business and you invested £200,000 in a business, would you, after your first week, quit because maybe not many people came in the door straight away and your takings weren't that high? Well, you wouldn't, would you? You'd keep going because you need to make money. You want to get it back. But unfortunately, with our business, because you can get started for 20 quid, people,
it's easy to walk away.
It's easy to walk away.
Yeah.
But it's a business. People have got to remember it is a business at the end of the day. It isn't a job. If you treat it like a business, then it'll pay you like a business. Yeah. If you treat it like a game or like a hobby or whatever, that's what it'll pay you. So it's entirely down to the individuals what you want to get from it. But if you want to make some good money in it, you've got to put good money time in it. So
when I got started, I can remember going out with picking up my first pickup with 200 books with a 6-month-old in tow in a pushchair, and little Natasha, and I picked up less than £100 on that first drop. My second drop, when I put them all out, I picked up one order for £2.99, and boy was I going to quit. I was definitely going to quit. I had a whopping tantrum. If you ask Tracy Sheehan, my sponsor, she'll tell you. And I came across 3 other distributors. Everywhere I went, I was on foot. I didn't drive then. Everywhere I went, I kept seeing other catalogues, and in particular I kept seeing this Deb and Dave were bloody everywhere that I was dropping my books. Every doorstep there was, and I remember ringing Tracy and saying, you know, there's these catalogues everywhere, and she just said put yours through anyway. They may not have had time to look at the other book, they may not like the other distributor, they may order on Tuesday and they put their book through on a Thursday. Just put your books out and just do it, was what she said. Just do it. And I kept on doing it. 3 months down the line, I was the only distributor in that area. Deb and David quit, and they actually became a customer of mine. And when I qualified for my first free 5-star holiday, within 7 months, they were the first people I went and told. So I was so focused on all the competition that I felt I had around me that I was never going to make it happen. And what I didn't focus on was the fact that I was their competition too. And I was the only one, and I wasn't through anything special. I just kept going, and I just kept putting my books out again and again, giving good customer service again and again. And we've got an amazing customer base now that's still shop with us 11 years on. So it just works, guys.
Carla, did you want still? Is Carla there? Carla wanted to raise her hand. Did you have something you want to ask or something you want to share, Carla?
Carla's video on. You have to pop your video on if you want to come on. Have you got your video, Carla?
Let's see your face in the square.
Okay, while we're waiting for Carla to come on, I think Monica had. Oh, there's Carla. Lovely. Do you want to unmute Carla?
She's moved.
She's here.
Ah, she's moved. She's moved. It's John and Monica. You're unmuted.
Sorry, I'm on my new phone, so I've got a bit.
You're unmuted.
Did you have a question or a tip, darling?
A bit of both.
Excellent. Go for it.
Well, advice is basically topping up on what Michael said. Give it time and don't give up. And also, I can't stress enough that it's important to communicate with your sponsor.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times I've communicated with Jude and Mariella, just got brilliant results. I've recently reorganised my plan now, and I'm confident that it's going to work for me around a full-time job.
Excellent.
And also another tip I give is make sure you've got a good bloody phone, because I've got this new phone for less than a week and it's brilliant.
Excellent.
You're loving your new Samsung. That's excellent.
Hold on.
Excellent.
Also, my question is it a dress code for Swindon on Sunday?
Dress code is just we say business dress, so no jeans, no trainers. So dress smart. You don't have to be in a 3-piece suit, but dress smart. and bring some lunch with you. There may be food there that you can buy, but I'm not sure. I've not been to Swindon. So bring some lunch, bring a flask of coffee, bring a big notepad and pen, bring some money, because they'll probably have a tools table where you can pick up CDs and things, and bring sweets for me.
Dress for success is what I always say. Dress for success, Carla.
Yeah, ignore the leopard print curtains in the background.
We won't judge.
Mariella knows me well enough.
Lovely, thank you, Carla.
Thanks, Carla.
Thank you. Monica, did you want to share some tips, hun? Well, I'll mute Monica. Monica, our live extraordinaire.
You are muted.
Please do not swear. You're unmuted, but we can't hear you.
I don't know then.
Oh, we can hear you now. We can hear you now.
You're too far away.
We can hear you now.
Okay, I was just going to say, just for the new people as well, about the tracker in the files tab on the shooting stars. So on the shooting stars group in the files tab at the side, there's your customer base tracker, and it's got all the formulas in there. So as you're going around blanket dropping, for every customer that you can put, you might pick up 2 1 week, 10 the next week. Just keep adding them on, and you can track all your retail, you can track when they've ordered. And what I've done as well on there is I've just put an extra little tab on the end, and I've added all of my online customer names on there as well. And then each week send out a message, or each month send out a message for your online customers as well, with a link to the online catalogue. And I still add new customers. If I do a blanket drop a couple of times a month now, because obviously I've got a customer base, but I still want to be growing it bigger. So all the new customers that I get each week, I'm just consistently adding them onto my original customer base.
Brilliant, and
Wonderful.
it's great to have them. The sheet that Monica's referring to is an Excel spreadsheet. So if you use Excel, you can download that directly from the team group. There's lots of retail templates and all sorts of things that have been shared over the last few years, really. So do have a look through that tab.
Also, each week before I go out and do my drop, I'll print off, just go onto Excel, print off week 1, and then as I'm driving around dropping my books, I highlight once I've dropped the book, so I know where I am. It's really easy to see who's had a book, where you've been, and
so it's getting organised with it a bit, isn't it? And just knowing where you're at with it, getting your customers into 4 weekly drops.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thanks, Monica.
Thanks, Ron. Thank you.
James, do you have anything you wanted to add? Yeah, okay, fine. We'll unmute you now, darling. You're good to go?
Okay, can everyone hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
Yeah. Okay. So for anyone that's obviously blanket dropping that's new, it can be quite disheartening. But as Carla has mentioned, to be in contact with your sponsor. I do remember, and I can relate to many of you just starting out on blanket dropping. My first pickup was the worst one out. In fact, my first month wasn't so good in my area. Yeah. And my first pickup, the only pickup that I had in my area was $2.99. So there wasn't anyone else doing Clean Easy. But, you know, I had that connection. I obviously was in contact with both Tracy and Harvey, you know, to find out why is this happening. And, you know, if you were to go into a job, you won't be thrown into the deep end. You know, the person who's going to be with you for the first week, you know, or 2 weeks is going to train you, is going to let you know what you're going to expect. And once you're prepared and they've got you ready and let you know what you're going to face, you will just know it. So if you come across another distributor, you've already been told that. You know, if you're going to lose the catalogs when you're blanket dropping, you've already been prepared. So it makes you more relaxed. You're not going to be worried, and so you'll just carry on. And also my mindset wasn't right. I was always thinking, I mean, the first time, Tracy, you came with me, but then when I carried on from there, it was like, oh no, I'm on my own now. And my thinking was, oh, I didn't pick up on any orders in my area, and I've gone into another area now, so I'm a bit worried, like I'm not going to pick up on any orders. And then Tracy just mentioned, obviously, what are you thinking? And I told her what I'm thinking. Well, my thought, you know, process wasn't right, so I had to change that. And I just thought to myself, okay, I need to get these books out. I know I'm blanket dropping, it's got to be 200 books out twice a week. All I've got to do, I've just got to focus on my activity, and you know, the results, they'll just come through for me. And I did, you know, after, obviously, like Michael said in the messenger loop, it takes 4 to 6 months of consistency. You know, Monica's obviously touched down onto having good notes. I messed that up totally at the beginning. I wasn't counting my books, I wasn't making good notes. I wasn't eliminating people that threw my books away. It's just all these little things. So do make good notes of where you're going. But also another thing is, you know, we do have a system where it does cover and say to go into the area at least 3 times. So after the 3rd time, if you find you're still picking up on the customers, then just keep going back, because you'll just pick up on more customers. And what you'll also find is people do watch you. So if you've gone the first time, don't worry if you haven't got those orders. When you go back the next month, you'll have these orders coming in, because people do watch you. You know, they may have had a bad experience, they may have had a distributor who just came the one time and stocked it because they weren't consistent, and it just blew them out completely. So, you know, when you face somebody that does come, it, you know, just keep going, because either you'll drop out or they'll drop out, and you don't want to drop out. So just carry on going. You know, everybody, I mean, Tracy, Harvey, you know, Monica and Jude, and just everybody else who's doing the blanket drops has built their customer base. So anyone new on here, you can do it too. Just believe in yourself and just do the numbers, work with your sponsor.
And Jay, what I mean, going back from obviously when you started, which wasn't that long ago really, and picking up 0 orders or 1 or 2 orders, and what level of retail do you do consistently, month in, month out now?
I do roughly about £1,500. When it comes to Christmas, I would say about £2,000 a period.
Yeah, and that's every 4 weeks. You smash £1,500. You've done as much as 2,500 before as well. So, you know, regularly £1,500 to £1,800 a period. So it does build up, doesn't it?
It does. It does. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
And any of our anyone, yeah, I'm just conscious of time. We've got to spin the wheel. Just quickly, just need to mute Jan. Is there any new distributors on that want to ask any quick questions before we move on? Is there anything at all? You've got a wealth of experienced distributors on here. So if anyone's got if you don't want to come on and speak, if you want to type it in the chat box, then that's absolutely fine too. I think what I'd like to do, because there is quite a lot, you know, a lot of really good tips and things around the retail. You know, a lot of new ones are in there building their catalogue customer bases. So I think what I'd like to do is organise to do another Zoom call where I'll go through some retail webinar training. I'll put a couple of suggested dates in the team group, probably tomorrow, and then whichever one we get the most you know, feedback on, I'll run it, and I'll do an extra Zoom where if you want to know about the cataloguing, if you want to just go through how to build your catalogue base up and stuff, I'll myself or Harvey will run an extra webinar and do some basics with you. Okay then, should we spin the wheel?
Spin the wheel. Let's get the wheel up. Let's get the wheel of fortune up.
So for those of you that are new, Harvey and I run just a little incentive every period with you.
The screen.
And you should all be able to see the wheel. So every 4 weeks we do a spin the wheel incentive, and you get your name on the wheel for every £1,000. Don't click it yet. Every £1,000 of orders that you do, you get your name on the wheel for every person you sponsor. And if you hit your welcome rewards for the first time, you're 150, you get your name. You get it again for 600. You get it for moving up the pay plan. Team Builder gets it for their new person hitting bonus for helping them, and lots of other bits and bobs that come up along the way. So can you all see your names on the wheel? What are you doing?
I'm just trying to get rid of some of the lines so that
can you all see your names? Can you see your names on the wheel? Okay, so we have 5 envelopes.
Where? I can't see them.
Right, let's get going. Click to spin,
Click
Harvey.
spin on there, yeah.
You've got to be on if you want to win your prize. Here's our first winner. Sue! Oh, is Sue on tonight? I don't know if Sue's on the webinar.
Sue's on.
Oh, scroll through Sue if you're on. There's the participants. I don't think we've got Sue. Oh no, Sue. Spin again.
Sue's not on. Oh dear.
Spin again.
There we go. So just in there. Chris.
Okay, Chris, type in the chat box number 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. What do you want, buddy?
What's your
1,
number?
2, 3, 4, or 5. Once I call it
number
official.
3.
Number 3. Okay, Mr. Kent. In number 3, we have.
Number 3, we have a bit of paper. And on that bit of paper, it says shop ads and badge.
Wait, Chris, I'll bring that. You know, you can't see the writing.
No.
Chris, I'll write Chris's name on. I'm going to grab a pen. Chris, I will bring that on Sunday to Swindon. Well done, buddy.
Okay,
well
spin
again.
Spin again, here we go. Gonna be a Jay all together. Jay!
1, 2, 4, or 5, Jay? What's she gonna go for? 1, 2, 4,
1.
or
I think
5.
she wants number 1. Put your chat
number
box
1,
on.
yeah, I can see 1 finger. There you go. Number 1. Excellent.
1 finger, 1 thumb.
I thought she was swearing at you.
No, I won't do it. Hey, a book!
Jay, and your book is Tidal Wave by Ed Ludbrook, Jay. I'll bring that tomorrow to the recruitment night. Is Isha coming with you? Tasha will be coming. No, Isha? Oh, is your mum and dad home? Okay. I won't tell Tasha then.
Next one then. 3 left. Here we go. Patty.
I don't think Patty's on.
Oh, is Patty on?
I don't think Patty's on. Have a check.
Oh,
is Patty on, Monica?
I've lost the
yeah.
I learned it, yeah.
She might be. She might. Oh, yes, she is. Yes, Patty. Do
Patty's
you
on.
want? Yeah, 2, 4, or 5.
Yeah. We need a thing in the message of that.
Number 2, number 4, or number 5, Patty.
You're there.
If you're happy and you know it. Scroll down to Patty's video.
Show us your number.
2, 4, or 5, Patty.
If you're happy and you know it, show us your number.
Type in the chat box.
It's not
5, number 5. There you
go.
Number 5.
Just in the nick of time. There we go. 15 leads.
Excellent,
Where are we?
Patty.
Trying to see where we are. My thing's not there.
Excellent. Patty will be in touch.
Okay.
And we'll get those emailed across to you. That's 15 people that are looking for information on the business.
Let's spin again
2
now.
more. Number 2 and number 4 left. She's had an absolutely awesome month. We can't wait to hear
Hey,
from her next
Monica,
period. Monica. Click on the little 4 dots. Stop clicking stuff. What? 2 or 4?
So funny is that.
2 or 4, Mon? What are you going for? Number 2. She's sticking her fingers up at you.
I beg your pardon.
Here you go, number 2.
Oh, I've got something in the eye. I keep getting told to be too noisy. The kids in bed, they can't hear me.
Shouting.
You can't hear me. You have got shop head to the badge. Shop head to the badge.
Bring those tomorrow, Mon.
And last one, last spin. Here we go.
Who wants the last one? It's number 4.
Monica, Jay's it. Oh, yes.
Jay again.
Jay.
And Jay.
Jay's
I'm going to
awful.
shove that somewhere in a minute. You may want to turn your cameras off.
And you've got the notebook set.
Oh, Jay, you're going to love this because you know you love doing your notes. Look at this. Big notebooks, little notebooks, head banging notebooks.
Right.
Excellent stuff. I'll bring that tomorrow as well, love.
No clean, easy abuse. Fabulous.
Right, do the event promotion so these poor people can go to bed.
The last bit. Where are we? Lost you. That's that one there. That's it. Okay. So dates for your diary quickly, guys. Coming up tomorrow. Yes, it's tomorrow. We had the lovely Elaine Moffat. Alan and Elaine are coming to Long Eaton to our recruitment evening down there, and they're the salt of the earth people. They're so down to earth.
Very down to earth. You'll hear some good language. They
have checks £15,000 every 4 weeks, £18,000 every 4 weeks. Jet off around the world on cruises and that. And they're Rob Foster sponsors. And if they can build a business, anyone can build a business.
They're amazing.
And when you get to come and meet them, you'll understand what I mean when I say that. Because
who's coming? Who's going to be there tomorrow night?
So it's hope to see.
Jackie, you're coming, yeah? Jay, of course, Jay's coming. Danielle, are you coming early to do the table for me, darling? You know you want to get there early and get the chocolate biscuits before everyone else. Oh, Chris, I know. We need to find one near you. Excellent. Can't wait to see you all. It's going to be absolutely mega.
It's worth, if you sort of, within 2 hours of Long Eaton, it's worth the drive coming along. And most definitely what you'll get from it and what you think you'll get to meet.
Excellent. What else we got?
So what we got on it next? So Saturday?
Sunday. I'm not going to be there Saturday. If you go Saturday, then
Sunday even, yes.
Sunday we'll be there.
Great lineup of speakers.
It's what you do? He keeps clicking stuff. Carla, I checked and it's free parking, so there's no parking charge there. And we've already talked about what to wear and what to bring. There's still time to get a ticket, and I've still got to send them my training. I'm speaking. You've got the managing. Can you just move that a minute, please?
Like I said, I can't see that.
No, I can't see it. You've got Jill Nicholson's our current distributor of the year. Her family have been in Clean Easy forever, like since it started near enough. So she's got a mega history. Michael Catkar, our managing director. So if you want to know from the horse's mouth, sorry Michael, exactly what's going on in Clean Easy, where we're going, what we're going to do, then the managing director is the person to hear it from. I'm going to be talking about something, I'll let you know. And we've got just a mega lineup. So book if if it's within a couple of hours, it's well worth traveling to. It's only £7 a ticket, and you're going to get millions of pounds worth of hints and tips. So get along. Okay,
then we have the big one.
Yeah, this one's mega for those of you again that are local. If you're within a couple of hours, I know like Jude travels a couple of hours to come to this. I know loads of you travel. Again, you've got the managing director there. Nicole Kaywood has been in the business 2 years. She joined when she was pregnant. She's just about to have another one. And she's already earning over £3 grand a month. She's built it all online. So you need to pick up her hints and tips as well.
Michael, are you coming down the big one? I know you said you were. I just wanted to check if you were coming down. Michael, if Michael's coming down from Newcastle and anybody's on the way down, I'm sure he might be able to pick you up and give you a lift down.
Yeah, Rosie, if you're coming, grab hold of Michael and get him to grab you on his way through. He'll come past you on the motorway so he can grab you. So yeah, definitely let's have a massive shooting
and that's something to be aware of. Anybody who's coming to shout up to any of these events, shout up in the
put it in the team chat,
team chat in the team group, so if people want lifts and we can
share
help
the petrol and that then, can't
we can
you?
help each other out and jump in with each other. And
are any of the Welsh lot coming to any of these?
The Swindon ones, the one from all you lovely people down in Wales.
Yeah, if anyone from the Welsh end can make Swindon on Sunday, it'll be mega to see you. I know Chris is coming, aren't you, Chris? You're going to meet us there. Monica's coming in the car with me. Is anyone else from this
Chris
end
is coming up from
Swindon?
Southampton. Is anybody down that way? Coming up from I don't think Chris is coming from some Southampton way.
Excellent. Are you coming to Swindon, Jay?
Yeah, she's going to do both, I believe.
Excellent. Mega. Swindon is Sunday, Mariella. This Sunday. We'll there's a event post. If you go in the Shooting Stars tab, there's an event post in there. You can click on it and get all the details. Anything else so we can let these other people.
And then just to remind you about the company events coming up throughout the year. Cheltenham, 2nd of June, get it in your diary.
The great one for you, Sean. That's your neck of the woods-ish. So get that one booked off work. And the showcase gala dinner, because you know you want to come dancing with us. You told me you're going to dance on the tables. That's what we do.
The Christmas showcase gala dinner is the one event not to miss throughout the year.
Mega.
If you only ever went to one during the year, which I would certainly say that's not a great good thing to do. But
no, if you
only went to one, the Christmas showcase gala dinner is the one to be out on the 1st of September.
It's mega. There's thousands of us there, and there's a good 1,200 of us that do the gala dinner. So.
Christmas catalogue is launched.
Incentives,
loads of stuff going on. It's the one that kicks off the busiest time of the year. So it's one to really let your hair down on before we nose to the grindstone.
Yeah, you and Sean are going to really let your hair down.
I do. Yeah. I let my chest hair down.
Michael's going to be showing off his break dancing, aren't you, Michael? And marching. God help him.
And I think that's it.
We've done that.
Don't spin the wheel. We've done that. And that's so. We're back here next week, Tuesday, 9 o'clock.
So we're going to hear from Patty next Tuesday. She's going to share her. Give me that horn. She's going to share her tips.
Get off your horn.
And if there's anything else that you guys would really like to hear about, any tips and training you'd particularly like to cover next week, let us know. If you want to do an open one like this, but with a bit more time, and you want to discuss another topic on an open one, give us some feedback in the chat group, in the team group when we put the recording up, because we'll tailor them for what you guys think you need as well. So thank you very much.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for being on.
See you all soon. Good night.